Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. Today I'll be reading a multi-character reader by me, so let's get into it. Albedo. Alberto did not mind being touchy anywhere, as long as it wanted to be, and the desire was strong enough. Basically, that meant that you're just innocently doing your own thing when Albedo just came to your room. And all of a sudden, things got more intense. He wrapped his arms around your waist, pinning you to the wall. As he kissed you, you closed your eyes, feeling yourself blush, but then reminded, just melted into the kiss that he gave you as he deepened it slowly. While you wrapped your arms around him, your hands slowly go into tug at his hair, and the makeout session was very long. As Albedo's hands roamed over your body, squeezing as you went down to bite. And afterwards, you were filled with bruises, love bites. But thankfully, they were very small, so they wouldn't last a few days. You just didn't know why he was acting so starved. Maybe he missed you more than usual. Whatever it was, you wouldn't mind it happening again. Venti. The two of you could be walking down the street, or anywhere really, and when you got the urge to touch you, no one would be saving you from his hands. So that meant that when the two of you were going back home normally, he would just take you to a secluded area, and his hands would roam over your body as the two of you kissed. It's not that you didn't like it, but the risk of someone finding you was so high, especially in such a populated area like Mondstadt. Regardless, no one found you that time, and when you went home, but you couldn't stop cuddling you, pressing kisses all over your face and body. Perhaps that's the result of too much alcohol, but who knows? However, in the morning, even though you still had a hangover, he kissed you, sweet and soft. And even though he was not as touchy as the day before, he was very sweet the morning after, and it always made you want him to drink more. It's not like you have to try though. He already wanted it. Kazuha. Kazuha was not usually a touchy-feely person. Maybe at home, but not in public. Like I said, he was not big on PDA. And as such, you did not expect him to do anything more than hug you or wrap his arms around you. Or maybe just an arm around your waist. That was it for you. And the most extreme thing was probably a kiss on the cheek. So today, in Beto's ship, while there was a celebration, you felt him twirl his hands down from your back to your butt, pressing you close to him, kissing you while no one was looking. Everybody was busy looking at the fireworks, while the two of you were busy in your own world. As Kazuha kissed you such a soft and sweet kiss that almost made you forget your own name. His kisses were like that, magical, and you felt helpless when it came to them. And of course, as soon as the fireworks stopped, you quickly pulled away before anyone could turn around. You didn't want anyone seeing you like that. But you wouldn't mind doing this again. Somewhere in the near future. Scaramouche. Scaramouche was not the one person that would you go to when you wanted someone to be affectionate. God, that was a sentence. Anyway, basically, Scaramouche was a very moody person. And mainly that's because he's dealing with a lot of messes in his own life. Being Raiden's son, Kind of. I mean, literally, she did not birth him, but she made him. And he has his enemies in Inazuma. Not to mention, he also hates the Fatui. So it seems like he only liked one person, and that was you. So this little short guy was filled with a lot of rage and anger. And he stored it right inside of him. And that meant he would have a lot of energy, sometimes. Like today. He felt like he had a lot of free time. And he was upset. So what better way to get over it? Except telling you to come to him. He had you sit on his lap the entire day. His hands just trailing over your thighs gently. Or his face just leaning down to press a soft kiss to your neck. It didn't matter who went in his office. It didn't matter that he could be talking to some of the harbingers while you sat on his lap. Because the mere weight of you on his chest, and your face, and everything about you, and your scent, it brought him comfort, and it calmed him down a lot. So that was one of the reasons that this little boy would be extra touchy, and he would show it in more gentle ways than you would usually expect. Xiao, could I tell you that this is the most innocent touch-starved way? Like you could literally hug him for the first time, and he would tremble underneath your touch. He probably didn't even know how hugs felt like, because the last one he had must have been centuries ago. Poor guy's so touch-starved, and he needs it, but he doesn't know how to ask for it, and he's too ashamed. He tries to just stay away from touches at all, because right now it feels weird to him. However, with you slowly introducing that to him, he slowly becomes more clingy and touchy. So, when he's having a bad day, when he feels like he's in pain, he would just tap your shoulder 3 times. That was a code between you two that you had invented, just so you wouldn't have to say the words, because you knew it embarrassed him. Something subtle and small to let you know the signs. And then, right after those 3 taps, you would take him into your own arms, cuddling with him, and you wouldn't leave him unless you got it first. He needed all the affection in the world, and you are ready to give it to him. He was a soft baby boy, so sprinkle in some cheek kisses. He would not mind.